Oh, yeah, nah, this is Rousey's Wrexham Roundup. She'll be right, mate. G'day and welcome to another week of the Wrexham Roundup. I'm your host, Rousey, the one, the only, and Simon over there.
And Simon.
Uh, Mate, well, we've got a lot to talk about this week. It's been an interesting week leading up to the our first ever championship game.
In
First.
43 years. Yeah, but first ever championship, you're right, because it was the old League Two, Division Two back in the day. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a really good debate to have, I reckon. Does the old Division Two count as championship? I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes. I'm on the yes on that one. Yes. It's same thing, different name. A rose by any other name would be a sweet. So
But we do have obviously the we had well, we almost had a new signing come in. Which would have been really good. But then we've got Southampton we got to review. We got Hull coming up in the Carabao Cup, and we've got West Brom coming up on the weekend. Does it get any bigger than this?
back at
So to find
home.
out our views and what we think, and if you care, then, just be sure to stay listening because we like to have a bit of Barney, don't we?
We have
Eh?
a bit of banter. We got a bit to chat about, and we broke one of our new boys.
You did. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. That sucks. Well, we'll get right into it with the review of the Southampton game. It was good to watch a game at 7:30 at night. Glad to report that the new beIN Sports app on the TV was a lot better than um, previous iterations, so that held up. Um,
Oh, I
but the
just used
game
a browser. Oh, what a game. What a half. That first half was just magnificent. And we coulda, woulda, three goals, I would have thought. You
coulda,
know,
woulda,
hit
shoulda.
coulda, shoulda, and really we should have put them away 2-0 at after what, 30 minutes. They should have been 2-0 down, and I thought it would have
Mm.
been game over. But yeah, they
You
went into
bring
the
four
half.
attackers on as you so to break the game down against Southampton. Obviously, we had a rock solid first half. It was great. We were
Yeah.
at it. We were going at them. We didn't look out of place
No,
whatsoever.
no.
But then
Apart
Will
from
still put four attackers on the field to chase the
and
game,
and we lost Kiefer.
and we lost
I think
keeper.
I think that was
Mm.
a turning point. Him going down with the ankle injury. That was a nasty looking kick on his foot too when he tried to get the ball. It looked and you saw it bend back. So
Yeah.
hopefully he's only gone for
Oof.
2 or 3 rather than 6 or 8 or 12. That could be
If there
ugly.
ever was a time to sign Nathan Broadhead, it's now.
Now this week
Because
today,
I
please.
tell you what, that was brutal watching him going down. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think Sam Smith probably held up all right. Ryan Hardy held up all right, but it wasn't the same. You could see Kiefer Moore
No.
was just a class above
Yep.
in that position. He was absolutely loving it. So, but it came around obviously normal time, and we're looking at
Kenzie,
the
what?
we're looking at the lineup.
Oh
And
yes.
practically every single one of our key signings was in that lineup
It's
starting.
somebody picked Wardy to start.
You
That
did
was
pick
my only.
Wardy
I picked Wardy. Yep.
damn, dude. You picked Wardy to start and
I thought he did a
what
great
a
job.
keeper.
Yeah, I thought he
What
did
a
a great
keeper.
job. I mean, that free kick was just fuck. That was like you weren't. No one was stopping that. That was
Yeah.
magnificent.
No,
And I thought he
no one was stopping that.
no,
He had the wall actually set up and he was doing the right thing by covering the right hand side of the
yeah,
goal.
yeah,
And then obviously that kick was just an absolute worldie. Like
yeah, yeah.
no keeper is saving
No,
that. I don't care if you're
no,
Casper Schmeichel or whoever. The
no,
best
no.
goalkeepers in the world ain't saving that. So
And I thought
uh,
his distribution was really good, Wardy's, and I thought his shot stopping was good, and he came out when he needed to off the line, probably a bit more than Arthur. So
mm.
I would have no no
So what do you make of that then? Danny Ward starting the season over Arthur Okonkwo.
I thought that was very likely. He's obviously trained well that we're not seeing. He's obviously been training better than Arthur. Those three goals in the last of the training matches that he gave up. I think Parky said it after the game that he wasn't happy with the three goals, and so I think Arthur's fallen out of favour. Danny Ward's number one. We're going to need to wait for something wrong to happen, for a bad thing to happen for Arthur to get that back. He'll be playing. I would have thought, no spoilers, but Arthur would play on Tuesday. I would have thought. Um, and yeah, Danny gets to kick the feet up for a week and play again on Saturday.
Yeah, lucky him. I want to still. But no, I mean, seriously, I thought it was a great call. Great call to say that Danny Ward was going to start. And I kind of had a funny feeling that might have been the case too, because Arthur Conqueror was a little bit shaky through the preseason.
Yep.
And whereas you got Danny Ward, and apparently the communication from Danny Ward, like I actually heard him yelling keeper on the commentary on the
Oh,
channel.
okay. I had the I follow commentary going. So
Ah,
I didn't hear that. But yeah, that was one of the big things with Arthur, that he's just not communicative enough. And
yeah.
Danny Ward takes that control. And whether it's the right call or the wrong call that he makes, at least he's making a call. So the people ahead of him know what's going on behind. He's made the keeper call, the your call, whatever it may be, and you know what it is. Whereas Arthur doesn't seem to be making the calls. And so it
Mm.
leaves the players in a little bit of doubt. So yeah, I would have thought he's done enough to start again Saturday. I would have thought.
Oh, hands down. What a
Mm.
keeper. Like he really, really and I think he showed everyone the quality that he has,
Yep.
and his distribution was on point.
Yeah.
He made some really good saves.
Oh,
Really
I
good saves.
loved
One
not
that
the
was
save.
rocketed down to his left. He got down
Oh,
with it. Oh,
didn't he? Not a save, but a clear when they had the ball come down their left hand side, and he's come out the box and kicked it away from their attacker. I just thought, and he couldn't grab it. He'd come out of the 18-yard box, and he kicked it and hoofed it into the side. And I just thought that was Arthur wouldn't have come out that far. I wouldn't have thought
the
at all.
old fuck yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but he just cleared the
So,
ball, got rid of it. But to come that far out of the box and have the control to be able to get rid of it, so no, I think yeah, it's his to lose at the moment. Put it that way.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Right. And let's talk about our goal. I mean, there was a.
That was a that was a.
Are we sure that the Saints logo is not a fish?
Oh, I know. Fuck,
Because
they were
my gosh,
floppy, weren't they?
they were flopping all over the
Oh,
place.
oh,
And look, hats off to them. Right, they came out, they gave us a good game,
yeah, yeah,
and in the end, it was a 2-1 win. But they only scored their goals in the last 90 minutes when our boys were out on our legs because we had
yeah,
four attackers against us. But we'll get
yeah, yeah,
into that full breakdown. But basically, the first half it could have gone either way, but Wrexham had the better chances.
yeah,
Looked most threatening going forward. And to tell you what, the pace that we were moving that ball at, and being able to deal
mm,
with someone coming at you in close range, one touch passing was great. I mean,
yeah.
we did not look out of place
No, no,
whatsoever.
no. They belong.
And clearly we had Southampton rattled a little bit, that they were kind of like, oh, what the hell what have we got to do here? Because
Yep.
to go 1-0 down and that goal, that was a clear chance on goal. That should have been a red card.
Yep. There's
So,
no double jeopardy anymore. So it's either a red or a penalty, and you'd almost say, well, give him the red. It's more valuable than the penalty, but you don't get the penalty in the red anymore. There's been a rule change on
they
that.
changed that, did
So
they?
they've changed that. So yeah, that's why that happened. But you'd almost say he should have been sent off. And they certainly were bringing more down, 3, 4 times before he went off injured. I thought his opponent could have had yellows, because he just kept running into him and just kicking him big time. So
Mm.
yeah, welcome to the championship.
That's what we'll call the episode. Welcome to the championship. I wonder how many other people will call it that.
We'll call it, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, piss off League One, right?
But I
But
mean,
that's
that was a hell of a welcome to the championship to go
wasn't it?
to St Mary's and have a packed out house. Like it's one
Oh,
thing, the crowd there was insane, and to
yep,
actually
yep,
be in a full surrounded stadium and
yep.
like a lot of these places do, they like to just tuck their away supporters into a corner.
A little wedge of a corner, wasn't it?
Mm.
Which makes you think, well, why the hell would we give up the tech end for the away fans? Fuck them, put them in the corner of the bloody lager stand. But
Yeah,
yeah,
just
yeah.
keep shoving them in the corner there. That'll be all
But
right.
but then Charlton was an away end, and that was at the other end of the goals, and we had the whole stand behind the goal. So
Mm.
some clubs do that, but yeah, Southampton certainly had them wedged in the corner, but looked like a reasonable view. And did you see that giant Joey flag?
Oh yeah, yeah,
That was a
I did.
touch of
I mean,
class, wasn't
I
it?
thought it was the away fans were great. The
Yep.
place was bouncing,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and that at St Mary's and the way that Southampton even got behind it. I know at some points they were quiet and they were getting the football in the library chant thrown at them and all that,
Yeah.
but when they got bouncing.
Oh,
I
that
mean,
last
that
seven
was
minutes.
just, whoo dear. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was just insane. And we'll get to that second half and the dying moments of the game shortly. But um, the new guys, I know I've already
Oh,
spoken about Danny Ward and Kiefer Moore, but Libby Kakache,
really
we
good
need to
game.
see more. I thought he
Yep.
was really good. And you could see the difference between when he left the field and James
Yep.
McLean replaced him. I do think Libby made a few more daring runs,
Yes.
whereas McLean tends to be a little bit more sensible. Um,
You don't
but
often hear
a
that,
word,
do
two
you?
words you never want to hear coming out of my mouth is McLean and sensible, but it's a bit more like that. I think with McLean when he plays, like he doesn't
Yeah.
make those daring runs or tries to make those nutmegs. But I tell you one thing that really stood out to me was how good was Barnett in the championship and
Mm.
Lewis Brunt and Max Cleworth. Now, Max Cleworth did get an early yellow for a silly shirt pull. I think it just caught him on the wrong
Which,
angle, but
given they gave Max a yellow for that and then allowed the shit to go on after that against our players was just amazing. The only people to get bloody yellows were Max, McLean, and Parky. I just thought that was a bit bullshit, to tell you the truth. But mm,
yeah, not a single Southampton player got it. But
mm,
hey,
mm.
look, it is the way it is. Parky was
Yeah, yeah,
getting animated because they weren't calling. I mean, look, the refereeing there, I think he lost the game.
yeah.
He had no control of that game. And I
No,
think it
the
was just a massive occasion. It really was. It was a
yeah,
huge
yeah,
occasion.
yeah, yeah,
And I think he was kind of shocked. It's like, because I guarantee you, towards the end of last season, Southampton weren't pulling in 27, 30 odd
no,
thousand fans
no.
packing out the place and, having the place bouncing. Why would you if your team's only won twice a year? But let me just put this into perspective for you and for our listeners. Their last league game at home was against Man City and they drew it.
And we took it up to them, and we could have been 2-3 up. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that would have seen the crowd walk out. That would have seen us cruise to victory.
Yeah.
So
So if
getting those,
anything ever says that Wrexham are meant to be in the championship, I think
yeah,
you just saw that in the if you
yeah,
actually
yeah,
watched the performance last night and not the scoreline, you would have
yeah.
understood Wrexham. We're not here to fuck around. We're not here to fuck
No,
spiders.
no, the spiders are safe. So keep you know your spiders are safe. They're Rousey. They may be there to fuck you, but we're not here to fuck them. So right.
The old Aussie saying, "We're not here to fuck spiders, mate."
Yeah.
But I tell you what, it was so good seeing those boys make a step up into the championship and
Yeah.
not look out of place. Like, look,
No.
and Barnett made some great runs and
Yeah.
great crosses into the box.
And we lost a bit when he went off too. You know, even though
Mm.
Longman has had a knock and been a niggle, so may have been hampered a little bit. But I thought we lost a bit when Barney went off. And as you say, they're four strikers that they brought on, or the four subs that they had on. That changed the game. You know, we just didn't have that depth on the bench,
I
and the
think
midfield.
it had the desire or that or I think it had the what's the best way to put it? It had the what Will Steele wanted to put across or what he wanted it to do. It had the desired
It happened.
reaction.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
went into our cage, we went into
yeah.
a 4-4-2 block, and we just absolutely just soaked up the pressure for as long as we could. But when you're bringing four attackers on,
Yeah.
and this is the thing, like the it was very balanced at the start.
Mm-mm.
It could have gone either way, but we were getting more threatening chances. When you chuck four attackers on, you obviously risk getting exposed on the counter, which is what we saw happen a few times.
Yeah.
Even old Sam Smith got in behind it at one stage
Oh, didn't he?
and looked like he was going to
Mm.
put it away, which would have been absolutely amazing. But it exposed them on the counter. But what they actually were able to do was close up the center a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah,
And it literally just penned us in. So we were just like, no, we're going to sit back. We're going to rely on a low block. We're going to be disciplined. And we were trying to invite them to break him down. The problem is with that in the championship, you're always going to get scored against at some point if you don't start pushing back.
yeah. I think
And
we
that's
missed.
what happened.
That's. I think that was where we missed Ollie and Cannon because we didn't have any midfielders to bring on. We did. We had Lee and Ashfield sitting on the bench, but they didn't get a sniff. And so our midfield were buggered by that stage, and we had no fresh legs in the midfield. Whereas if we had apart from McLean, if we had maybe stuck McLean in the middle instead of putting him out on the wing, or maybe had Lee or I would have gone with Ashfield to just give it a little bit of run in the midfield because it was hoof ball out or give them the ball straight back. We weren't able to control the ball out. We weren't running the ball out at all in that last 7-8 minutes. So
Mm.
we were giving them the shots, we were giving them the chances, and it was always going to happen that they were going to score when they had that much class on the
Oh, we were
field.
getting
So
peppered. We were getting
yeah,
absolutely peppered. We were hemmed in. I mean, that's
yeah,
call a spade a spade. That when you have that many attacking threats on the field and all of his subs he
yeah,
brought in, even his fresh legs, not just the four attackers, it was all attack minded. And it was all designed for us to sort of go, okay. It was almost like them saying, what have you got? Let's see.
yeah,
Because we're going to come at you right until the 96th minute. And that's what they did. And we held our ground. And I think it was those last 5 minutes, you could almost see we
yeah,
were mentally starting to switch off.
yeah,
And when you're mentally switched off in the game, that's when shit starts happening. And
yeah.
sure enough, that's exactly what happened. They got two quick succession goals. And
Oh, they're both at the end of the first one was 10 seconds left of normal time, and the second one, the winner was 10 seconds left of added
well,
time.
the first one was a
So
worldie you're never going to save.
no, no, but
That
it was
last
almost at
one
the
that
end
they
of time too.
scored, yeah, that last one that they
Yeah,
scored, they had to really fight for it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like they were literally just ball would go out, get rebounded out, take another shot, get rebounded out, take another shot, and it was literally like that. Like it's like we couldn't clear it. Now, this thing that comes with team gelling, I think. I think the more the
yeah,
team gel, the more we get used to it. I mean, we've heard Parky say before that his team is not where it probably where he wants it to be, but it's on the way, and that was on clear display last night. There were a few issues where you could see that the team wasn't quite gelling the way
yeah.
previous seasons have. But the big takeaway is that we did not look out of place. We
No,
actually said we showed the rest of the league that we're not here to fuck around,
yeah,
and that is what I love about this team, and that's what I'm really love and looking forward to for the rest
and
of the season. If we put in
and
performances like that and lose, it's
oh,
okay.
yeah, and I tell you what else didn't look out of place: the green and yellow kit. or the yellow and green kit.
The Aussie kit.
That the Aussie kit looked good, so I was happy with that. Happy with the Aussie kit, apart from the result, but the performance. Yeah, you can't complain about the performance for first match of the year against one of the likely auto promotion contenders. And we took it to
Yeah.
them at their home in front of 30,000 people. So bodes well for the rest of the year. Well, I'm gutted and disappointed rather than sad and despondent.
Mm,
I think we could have should have won it. Again, though, Max had that handball that was, oh yeah, that's a handball.
that
So they
was
could have,
that was a clear
yeah,
handball. I
that
don't know
was
why
handball.
they didn't bring that one back, but
Well, that
anyway.
was the ref having a shit game, as you said, wasn't he? He seems to lose control of it.
Mhm.
But yes, a little bit sad and despondent about the result, but the performance was top notch. Can't complain.
Cannot complain at all. And I think that's the Wrexham Roundup view of the game last night is can't complain. Give it the old can't complain.
Yeah, and for me, 9:30 Saturday night wasn't bad. Not a bit
There
better
we
than
go.
midnight, better than 1 a.m. So yeah, not so good for the actual fans in Wrexham, but for us in Australia, it wasn't a bad time. I'm glad they're
I like
thinking of
that.
us
You know what?
in the Aussie kit.
Let's bring this in moving forward. Something different we've never done on this show is we'll give it the rating or we'll give it the game rating for their effort and we'll put that one as can't complain.
Can't complain. Yeah.
And every single week it'll be a different Aussie saying for
Yeah.
so
Okay, right.
we go,
Done.
oh, that's the duck's nuts, or that's the
Oh, yeah, yeah. The bee's knees and
the
yeah,
bee's
missed that
knees, the
one there.
duck's nuts.
Well, I mean, we missed what a couple by the hair of a bee's dick, didn't we? I mean,
Oh,
clanging off the bar and the couple of one-on-ones against the keeper, he made a couple of really good saves, so kept him in the game, I thought. So yeah,
all right. Well, after the break, guys, we're going to take a quick one and come back, and we're going to review Hull in the Carabao Cup and also talk about West Brom. West Brom, far out. These names are just doing my head in.
I
All right,
know.
after the break. Oh, yeah, nah, this is Rousey's Wrexham Roundup. She'll be right, mate. Alrighty then, so we dust ourselves off. We give ourselves the old how's your father and say, you know what, we'll go around again. And sure enough, we've got Hull at the ripe early time of 2:45 in the morning for me. Oof.
Oh, oh, that's an ugly, isn't it? That's
That's
that's getting
an
ugly.
ugly one, that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, Hull City in the Carabao Cup. Now, do we see some of the old guard coming back in, or does he continue trying to gel the first team?
Interesting, isn't it?
Mm.
A bit of a mix of both. You're right. They need to gel, but now that Moore's obviously going to miss, you would imagine Arthur would come in. I would have kept the back three. There's not a lot of option in midfield at the moment. So maybe he plays around in midfield a bit to give them a bit of a break, and you get Lee and Ashfield starting. And
Mm.
do we see Smith and Hardy up front?
Depends on who Hull want to bring out. I mean, Hull,
Mm,
look, they just tied with Coventry on the weekend,
yeah,
which
but
no
Coventry
one
is
really
shit.
saw
So
coming. That I think everyone was expecting Coventry to win that. Hull are in a little bit of
Coventry.
disarray, but
Did you see
they,
their Coventry new uniform? They look like bloody high school
oh
kids, mate. They're
gosh,
like
dude.
little orange people, little Fanta boys, little
See,
Jappers
whenever
or
I hear
something.
anyone now complaining about uniforms, like especially the Wrexham ones, like, so I know some people have had things to say about the new Wrexham away kit and or even the yellow kit. Some people have had things. Just go and have a look at the Coventry away kit, and you'll be like, "What the fuck is that?" I
Yeah, yeah.
the ugliest fucking kit I've ever seen in my life. The worst color. And look, I'm gonna say this because Coventry's my number two team. But fuck me dead, you will not see me in a fluorescent orange top and like it's the whole thing's fluorescent orange. They look
The
like
whole
one of
thing.
them for them school
Paddle
lollipop
pops.
ladies that
Yeah, 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 yeah.
they look like one of those. I'm just like, no. No, just
Where's your
don't.
stop
What are
sign,
you?
mate? Where's your stop sign, love? Yeah. Yeah.
Fluorescent
But moving on from
orange.
Coventry, fuck Coventry.
Anyway,
This is all
yeah.
about Wrexham and a little bit about Hull. Yeah, they put in a bit of a performance, but you'd imagine they're going to send a second string squad as well. You're not going to, or are you looking to play? It is those two options, isn't it? The dichotomy of do you want to get some more minutes in the legs? Do you want to get some gelling going, or do you? It's a squad game in the championship, and I think we need.
That's a tough call,
Yeah,
man, when you
I'd
think
go
about
squad.
it. And look, I know, I know by the time this comes out, we will know the answer because this comes out on the Wednesday and the game will be played by then, so we'll probably look like complete fools. But anyway, um, but it is a very important question to ask now. It's like there's not as many outside cup competitions in the
No.
championship, right? So question is now you've got a team that's just sort of come together in the last 2 weeks, and there's probably needs another one or two more signings to come through the door.
Yeah.
Do you play those new bloods and try and get this team gelling, knowing that they're going to be your first team starters, or do you give them a rest and rest them up and slowly bring them in? I'm on the side of fucking bring them in, have them play, get them gelling as quick
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
possible.
So you'd start Kakache again.
Mhm.
Maybe Longman starts if he's a bit fitter. Matty James. I mean, he doesn't need to
Well, the
play,
way
but
Barnett was last night, he starts,
yeah, yeah.
not Longman.
No, no, no. I thought we were better with Barney on. But again, is that just minutes in the legs? You know, are you just looking to save Barney
Mm,
then for the more important match on the weekend?
yeah.
Um, again, Barney is not one of the ones you need to gel in, but then he and who was ahead of him? Was that Kakache was ahead of him. They need to. They're the players that need to gel. So yeah, interesting. I think he's going to swap. I would have gone the swap. So do we see a swan song for Ollie Palmer? That is. Does he, especially with Moore out, does he now? Does he
Yeah,
get a
I
couple of
mean,
minutes?
yeah, so that'll be something we'll bring up the Ollie Palmer after the break. But that is something definitely worth talking about. But at the same time, I mean, you need to get this team up and firing as soon as possible. We've just
Yep.
lost the first game of the season. That's neither here nor there at this stage. I think we'll be just fine. But we cannot go on a losing run. As of now, we've lost the last 4 games we've played, except for the behind the doors friendly against Shrewsbury, which we beat 3
Yep.
3-0. But look, that's Shrewsbury. They're shit. So,
Yep. Yeah.
so it's really a case of we've got to get this team going, up and running, knowing where people because there were a few times there that there were the passes that they were trying to play. They were expecting you could see they're expecting someone to be there, and no one was there. A couple of times that happened. So all we got to really do is just get them gelling, get them knowing where people are going to be and what people are going to do and how they're going to play, get them on the same page. And they're almost there. I'd say they're not that far off.
So you're saying what one or two, one an enforced change and what one after that? So maybe two changes, whereas I would have thought there'd be four or five, if not more.
Yeah, I would just get the whole team back out there, play a full strength team, or what they want to be a full strength team,
Yeah.
because they're still, to me, they're still in their preparation.
Our
So
listeners, what do you think? You with Rousey? And again, this is going to come out after, so probably there's no point. Whereas I reckon there'll be, I think more than half the team will change.
reckon more than half the team will change.
Yeah, I think six.
Mm. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah,
know he's gonna have to give those French players a bit of a bit of a go to keep them happy and get the
yeah,
minutes in their legs.
yeah.
But look, championship season started now. We just got to get our best team out there and get them gelling as soon as possible. The sooner they can do that, the sooner we start winning games and we can go on a decent streak and
Counterpoint.
not be almost bottom of the league.
Yeah, true. It's a squad game though, squad game.
Well, we were
So
top of the league for like two
I
minutes
know.
there.
For that first half, we were top of the league. Ring the bell. Ring the bloody bell. Uh, but
But hey, so look, Hull City though. What do we see? Let's give me a prediction. One, what is
two,
going to happen? Then two, give me a score prediction.
okay, we're going to win. There'll be some changes made, but it's at home. Pressure's off a little bit. It's only Carabao rather than the championship. So yeah, I think pressure will be off a bit, and I think we'll play well at home. Welcome to the Kairos and the new hybrid pitch. We get to
I'm
see that.
really,
So
really looking forward to seeing that. I know it's going to look
yeah,
a bit strange having no longer having four sides again, but and going
yeah,
back to the old three-sided stadium. But Oxford have got away with it for the last 20 odd years, so why
yeah,
can't
yeah,
we?
yeah. A little old Wrexham can too. So why not? Yeah.
So, okay, all right. So, and what about scoreline prediction? What was it?
2-0. 2-0.
2-0 in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Mm,
Going on through to the next round.
interesting, interesting. All right. Well, I think for Hull City, I reckon it's going to be a 1-0 win. I'm just going to go with the 1-0
The
just
one
to
nil,
be
yeah.
just to be
Parky's
safe.
patented. Parky's
Coming back
patented one
again, the
nil.
1-0s are coming back. I think it'll be a 1-0 win, and hopefully we play our first team. But one game that will definitely, definitely not be out by the time this comes out, West Brom at home.
Yeah.
Now, that's big. West Brom.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't
We
need
want
to
to.
we don't need to put we don't need to explain this because everyone knows West Brom. They're a
Yeah. They've
massive,
got.
massive
They're
team.
big, and they got a W, and we got a W, and we want the W, so we're going to take their W. So piss off, West Brom. You can just be Brom L BA. You can be BA. And we go. For BS. Yeah, that's when the real stuff's going to start, isn't it? Again, another match at home. There is no way this would be anything but full strength squad of who's available. Do we see Broadhead? Please, Parky. Yeah,
I think
and
if they,
again,
yeah, if they, I don't know what's going on with Broadhead, but we will talk about that shortly. But, um, yeah, West Brom, man. Like we just come off Southampton, and now we're going into West Brom. Like fucking hell, like this is. Did you find yourself struggling to believe this?
yeah, at least they're coming to us, which
Yeah.
is going to take away some of the sting of that newness and the championship feel and going away to Southampton with 30,000 people. At least they're coming to our gaff, and there's only going to
Mm.
be 11,000, but they'll mostly be ours. They'll know the ground. Yeah, I'm looking forward to another good performance. Again, as you say, we were not ashamed on Saturday. And I can see another good performance. Parky will keep them up, keep their spirits up. They'll come out firing again. That first half was definitely not a Parky half in terms of sitting back and waiting. We were making the play. And so you can see that when we've got the options, we are going forward. So I'm looking forward to see how they do that at home.
There we go. Prediction?
3-0. No,
Fuck
didn't I
me,
say
that's
two?
brave.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to put myself out there. 3-0, mate.
3-0
We're,
against
we're back.
West Brom.
Yeah, 3-0. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Someone's got to say
Wow.
the stupid.
Whatever you're smoking, mate. Fuck, give me some, I tell you. That is wow. Okay, I'm actually predicting a win as well. I think we might actually get this one over the line. I think you expect a typical West Brom type performance coming away from home. Now, that said, away from home they can be a little bit shaky, West Brom. Um, their form has never actually been like they're not a side you would fear terribly away from home. But at the end of the day, it's West Brom. And
Yeah.
West Brom are a big team, a very big team, and a lot of history in that team, especially in the Premier League as well. So I'm going to go with a win for Wrexham. 1-0.
One. Okay. So once we get one goal, you're like, right, turn it off. You're not going to watch anymore. There's one goal. I'm going to see three. So I'll
I
let you know
was
how the other two go.
I think maybe there might even be a 2-0, but 2-0 would be good because then we get our goal difference back and we can reset,
Yeah.
which would be ideal. But I think we would, you're looking against a very, very astute side in West Brom. So that's why I'm going to go settle on the 1-0 for this one.
Okay. We
So
shall
there we
see.
go. Two very big games coming up,
Mm.
two home games. Let's hope the new pitch holds up. But we will talk all about that in our shit chat after the break. Oh, yeah, nah, this is Rousey's Wrexham Roundup. She'll be right, mate. Okay, so the new pitch looks done. That looks
Doesn't
all
it?
right. We got that to talk about. We got maybe Nathan Broadhead to talk. Now, let's just touch on this Nathan Broadhead situation. Like, why would you not let the guy go? What a
Yeah.
what a bitch.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a bitch. I just think that their manager needs their head checked because obviously the owners have agreed to the price. The club has agreed to the price. The only person holding up the deal is the gaffer.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
why I just if and when he went out on the preseason games and played him in the preseason games, apparently he didn't look that interested to be there.
No, no.
He wants to go to Wrexham. Just fucking let him go.
Let him out, please, and don't make us wait until January, you fucker. It's just we got a couple of weeks until what early September, 1st of September, I think you put the sheets in, so a couple of weeks to get him. But geez, you'd hope it's soon.
Mm.
But they've had injuries as well, so maybe they're looking to hold him, and the gaffer thinks they need him. But given that the club have agreed and he's agreed to a price, you got to imagine he's almost checked out mentally. Um,
Mm.
yeah, you'd move on, take the money, move on, get another player there who wants to be there for 2 or 3 years. But mm,
He's a gaffer that won't be around for the rest of the season, I bet you. If you're going to
yeah,
make
so he's
stupid
thinking,
decisions like that, it means
yeah,
you are prone to making stupid decisions,
and
and
if
you're
you're
not going
thinking
to
about
prioritize your players over that, and the
no,
players will end up seeing that, and then they won't want to play for you. Then you lose the dressing room. Well, guess what? You lose the dressing room against Ipswich, right? The supposedly the most powerful team in the championship this season. If you have a coach that loses that team,
yeah.
watch how quickly that goes downhill.
But I guess he's playing for his job, isn't he? The coach, he's thinking about the here and now every week because he knows he needs to keep winning.
Yeah,
So
but if you're
maybe
gonna
maybe we
if you're
don't get
gonna
Broadhead.
literally publicly show to everyone that
Mm,
you don't care what your players think,
yeah, yeah,
like that, what's that? What message does that send to your players?
yeah, yeah,
And you want your players right to run through walls every single damn week, right? You want them to play your way, your style of play, because you believe it's the best. You believe it's going to kick some ass.
yeah.
And then you're then saying to a player that really doesn't want to be there, that wants to go, everything's been agreed to, and you are the only stop. You're literally saying to your players, it doesn't matter who you are, like what you've done or anything like that. If you want to go, it's going to be up to me, and that's just going to show you're not listening to your players.
Yeah.
And good luck, good luck
R-
getting a
R-
dressing room back after you've done that.
Rousey says you're gone, mate. All
Yeah,
right.
he won't. He won't. There we go. Rousey's hot take for the 25-26 season is the Ipswich gaffer will end up being let go before Christmas.
Oh, a very Merry Christmas to you, sir. Okay.
Well, they're going to have to because by gosh, they almost got beat by Birmingham,
I know that they were lucky, weren't they? They were very lucky.
and
Uh,
nothing would have pleased me more than to see Birmingham go down. But the fact that they almost got beat by Birmingham,
yeah.
yeah, and we do not want Birmingham to get any more attention, especially after their bullshit fucking documentary.
Oh, Tommy, look at me. I'm Tom. I'm Tom. Oh, fuck off, Tom. You fucking handball
Did
egg
you
thing.
see
Like,
that? Did you
he's a
see the
fucking tosser, mate.
documentary?
He's a ball tosser. That's what
I
he is.
okay, look. I'm going to give them props right here because they put your boy Rousey in there, right?
Yeah, true, true. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
they
So
even
it was
they even put
tops.
my
Yeah.
ugly mug on the screen, so they didn't. It wasn't just my voice; it was my whole ugly mug
Ugly
on the
mug, a whole
screen.
ugly
Like,
mug. So,
all right, so fair enough. Challenge
so
has
that was
been
a good
laid
part.
down to the Welcome to Wrexham producers. How is it that a Birmingham City documentary puts us on the documentary before we've even been on Welcome to Wrexham? So answer me that one. Reach out, emails in the description below. Just get a hold of us because you're missing out on the goodness, I tell you. But so that was weird. I was on a
Yeah,
documentary. They put a few words of mine in there where I was talking about the amount of money they spent.
shitload.
But their documentary, no joke. What do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but from everything I've heard in the ad, I saw the ad and it was Tom, 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 Tom,
Literally,
and it's like,
it
yeah,
was Tom Brady
it's
vanity project.
the Tom Brady show, and he was one of
Mm.
the EPs of it too. So you can, yeah, it's he's tried, but he's got no soul. He's
No.
got no personality. He's just a really he's good at tossing a ball, and yeah, some people who are ball tossers are just tossers in real life. There's just nothing else apart from tossing that they do. So, um, yeah, so no bad luck, Tom. You
Yeah,
got some things in life. You got the money, mate. Take the money and run. That's all you
I
got.
thought about whether I should do a Rousey reacts on it and do the whole
Oh, watch along.
six
Can we do a watch
episodes.
along? Yeah,
Not so
yeah.
much a watch along, just a Rousey's reacts because there's so many instances in there that I could talk about. But overall, like I tried to actually look at this subjectively, right? Take take the Wrexham badge off and actually just
You were in it. So it was good because you were in it subjectively. I like that.
so
Okay.
you get a point for that, right? I'll give you a
Yeah.
point for that. But the fact is, you got Birmingham City who were in the championship already, who's in the Premier League already. They were never actually struggling for money.
No, no.
They were struggling to find the right gaffer, but they were not actually struggling for money. They were not really down and out. They were going down a deadly slope until the
Yeah.
Wagners and Tom Brady bought
And
his
hedge
3.3%.
fund. It's hedge fund
It's
money with Tom Brady there.
3.3% of
Percent, yeah.
Birmingham. Like, okay, so
And
you're making
non-voting.
a documentary on Tom Brady who follows Birmingham, who owns a minority, like a minute share.
Minuscule.
Like,
Minuscule.
yeah. I mean, I've smoked that up in a night, I guarantee you, the amount of money that he spent. I just think that he's you're trying to make a documentary about a team that hasn't been through what Wrexham's been through. As you look
No.
at what Wrexham's been through, and they make it all about the community. They make it about how the community and the football is interlinked, the stories, and it shows you to great detail if the football is good, then the town is good, and so on.
Yep.
And there's so many complexities to it that make for really good storytelling. You're on the back foot if you're going to try and tell a story about Birmingham
And
because they were
Tom.
never in trouble to begin with. They
Yep.
were in not in a good spot, yes, but they were not in trouble to begin with. And you're
Yep.
going to
Then
put out a documentary based on the ownership of someone who only owns fucking 3%. And
yep.
you have him sitting there saying things like, "Oh, I don't know about Wayne Rooney's work ethic." Work ethic
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Wayne Rooney? Like, no, okay, he might not be the best gaffer, but his work ethic
Yep. Yep.
has always been top notch. That's why he was one of the best players in that era. You know, the era of David Beckham, the era of the class of 92, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Wayne Rooney was a key figure in that Manchester United team, and he was one of the hardest workers, and that's what he
Yep.
got. Yes, he might have shagged a few grannies, but look, got to admire his work ethic. Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got a shag to grannies.
Someone's got to shag the grannies. So there's my little piece on that. Look, it wasn't a great documentary. It really
Apart
wasn't.
from you. You were in it though.
Yeah. So
So that
for
was good.
that, I'll give it one Rousey out of five. Really. Just
Oh, I'm going to be generous, and because it had you, I'll give it two Rouseys out of five, just
two
because you were
Rouseys.
in it. I'm giving it two Rouseys. Yep, yep.
All right. There we go. Even though you haven't actually seen it.
No, no, I haven't seen it. So if I seen it, probably only one Rousey. But having unseen and just on the ad, and from what you say, two Rouseys. But
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, so that's that one. Um, I'm grateful that the producers of the Birmingham City documentary decided to put us in, and that was really
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
So that's all good. I mean, hey, any publicity is good publicity.
yeah.
But yeah,
A
it
hate
just
watch
was.
is a good watch. We
I
don't care if
even
you hate
said at
watching
one
it.
stage, get this right, Tom Wagner, like actually said at one stage, I think everyone's expecting us to get beat, but no, when like who
Yeah,
who was
no.
expecting them to get beat?
Yeah, you're not the underdogs, mate. You are not the underdogs. So no.
I
Yeah,
know. Like the
it
amount
was.
of money they spent
Yeah,
last
tone
year
deaf.
was ridiculous for a League
Yeah.
One team. And how they're able to say, yeah, we made money off that last year, so this year we're gonna, and they've just gone and spent crazy again. But
Oh,
look,
yeah.
just fucking, just the fact that
Underdogs.
they actually tried to say, oh, everyone thinks we're gonna get beat. Fucking no, cunt.
Yeah,
Nobody's
yeah.
ever said that.
No, no.
So, anyway. Anyway, I digress. I digress. We've got a new pitch. New pitch looks
We
all
got a new
right.
pitch. We got a new pitch. Yeah, yeah. Bit of plastic in it. So I
Yeah, a
got to
bit of
keep Leighton
plastic.
away. But yeah, if that can
All
hold up
those
over
used
winter.
dildos are now in our pitch.
And so if that can keep that pitch holding up over winter, that'll help.
Looks good though.
Yeah, yeah,
It does. It looks really good. Looks really,
yeah.
really good. Um, I think I think hopefully it's not too much of a big change for the boys because it's got to still have that same feel. But going to three sided stadium again. Ugh. But they
Yeah,
did
that's
actually
going to be
apply
tough.
for another 7,500 or to for the capacity to go to 7,500. So going to a
500. Yep.
dual tier stand. That's pretty
Yeah, they
cool.
need to. Yep, yep. I think that you can see the need is there. There's certainly a dearth of season tickets and tickets for home matches. So they need to bump that. They needed to bump it up to the max of that stand. First off, no point half building it and then going right. We'll stick another 2,200 in later. Do it from the get go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
Do it right.
really, really hope that that passes because see, I didn't really hear about any of this noise around parking or game day parking. And I just think I've seen this when we had Subiaco Stadium here in WA. The parking around there was shit.
Yeah.
So everyone really filtered in through either walking to the stadium or um, catching public transport in. But the parking was really bad. And what people want to do when they get out of the stadium is just go straight to the pub or straight home and get on the piss, right? The clearly there needs to be some sort of traffic management issue there or to get that sorted. But I never actually thought this was a big deal. I thought that,
No.
you know, a lot of those houses are government houses anyway, apparently. I don't know. Just a weird one, a weird story, really, to sort of leak out there that people are of Wrexham are battling Wrexham Club, the heart of their town, and they're complaining about parking. Uh, and look, nothing worse than having some drongo bloody
Over your
park his
driveway.
park his Sandman in front of your fucking in front of your driveway. You know, as long as those people, right, and you know who you are, if you're parking in front of someone's driveway, not letting get out, you need to give your head a
Don't
wobble.
do it.
Fucking
Don't do it.
don't do it. Just
No.
have some respect,
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
some respect. And if you're trying to organize a party on a game day, you also need to give your head a wobble
Totally.
because anyone would have thought, oh yeah, probably best not have a party on game day when the streets are going to be packed. Or
Yeah.
better yet, have your party at Wrexham. There you go. Problem solved. You just gotta make do. Wrexham is all about the football and the town, and the football and the town interlinked. But football is the heartbeat. So that's all I got to say about that. What about you, Simon?
Yeah, there was the piss and the poo too. The sewage wasn't up to scratch. So another 2,500 people pooing and peeing. May
Oh, the old
overload the
dingers and
system. So
dongers. The
the old
old
dingers and
dingers and
dongers, the old
dongers.
phosphates, the old phosphate problem. But no, build it and they will come, is my view. And yeah, there's enough parking that you got
I've
a
said that
station
about glory
nearby.
holes too. If you put one there, Rousey will come.
Oh, those Saturday night matches. So this is what happens when you let him drink from 7:30 p.m. on a Saturday night.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, all right. What other shit chat things we got to talk about? Um, yeah, the Nathan Broadhead thing, I think we've probably done that one to death now.
Yeah.
Just let him go. Hashtag let Nathan go.
Yeah.
Just
Free Nathan.
free Nathan. Yeah,
Free Nathan. Yeah,
yeah.
not free, fucking 7.5 mil or something
Not
for him.
free
So it's hardly
Palestine,
free.
free
Yeah.
Nathan.
Free Nathan. Free Nathan. We're going to give you 7 mil and give us the Nathan back, you bastards.
Yeah,
Don't right.
yeah. It's fair
That's a
trade.
shed load of money. Shed load of money. seven
Yeah.
mil. Oh. Uh,
Yeah, I'm sure you could go and buy a Tom Brady for that.
or get a Tom Brady personality implant.
Yeah, yeah. Or if you really want to shove it to him, go get Travis Kelce, who's Tom Taylor Swift's bloody.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Well, I think we're going to end it there for the week. That's a good, 45 minutes to an hour for this episode, which we try and keep it around. And Simon, he's got to have his medication and go to bed. But
yeah.
his medication is definitely Rousey approved. That is perfect. So, guys, let us know. Comment down below what your thoughts were for the game. Give us your predictions for next week. How do you think Wrexham have set up? Do you think we're going to actually be all right? Patreon as well, as usual, every single week. We got to give them our Patreons a shout out.
Big
If you
shout.
want to be part of that and you want to be part of your name getting read out every single week, links will be in the description and down below. Yes, the website is down at the moment. I know. I'm trying to get it sorted. It's just going to take a bit of time and money to sort out. Anyway, our executive producers, Mad Al, not PC, Bryant, Welsh Techie, Sarah and Anthony. Um, we love you.
Yeah.
We thank you for your undying support and giving us the major support. And I know a lot of those guys, they're doing so because they want to see me in Wrexham, and it's greatly appreciated. And yes, that money is going towards that, as well as helping to run the show. And standard ones, $5 a month, gets you early access, shout outs on the
Cuppa.
pods, all that
Can't
sort
even
of
get
stuff.
a cuppa. $5 a month, not even
Can't
a
even,
cuppa.
yeah, can't even see, listen to Simon. He knows what he's talking about, right? Can't even buy a cuppa for $5 a month. So this is not even a shout me a coffee. So this is just give us
Yeah.
$5 a month. You get your name read out and you get to come and chat with your boys here in a private Discord, which is really handy. But Drew, Ben, Vicente, Ryan, Neb, Deandra, Anthony R, John, Jake, the Wrexham Texan, Will, Aaron, and Josh, the local pundit. What a community of people we have.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting us. And yes, I got the shout outs right. Yeah. I'll wait for one of them to message me, but you forgot me.
You bastards. I want me coffee
Um,
back, right?
but other than that, guys, we will see you next week at the same place, at the same time. because we're going to have more championship to talk about. A lot more.
Up the
Up the
town
town.
at home, back at the Kairas,
Up the town. Get your dingers out. Get your dongers out. There we go.
and be tossing the balls like Tom. There you go.
Fuck Tom Brady. Bye.